I want this to be the teachable moment for everybody because it seems like a few of you have forgotten who I am and what I'm about. I made a video recently about a woman who has an issue about mask and mask mandates. And I'm going to say it again for all the people in the back who don't want to listen. I don't care what any of you do about that vaccine. If you get it, cool. If you don't, cool. I don't hate you either way. If you're going in a store and you got a mask on, cool. If you don't, cool. I don't hate you either way. I'm not gonna walk up to you and ask you, excuse me, can you take off your mask? You are offending me. Excuse me, sir. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with your maskless face around me. I'm gonna need you to back away. I'm gonna need you to leave the store. Get out of this elevator. Let me walk around and record your child for some weird ass reason because she's not wearing a mask and I feel unsafe. It was obvious my intent with that video, and it's to say again, if you have an issue with anybody, whether if it's a family member, a board, a group of people, whatever, learn to articulate your point. Take some time to write it down, read it to somebody, actually have somebody give you some feedback on what it is you're about to say to a fucking school board, because it's important that you don't come across as a lunatic in a school board meeting about something you care about, which is fine. I'm not telling you you cannot care about that. The choice of words from that woman was so bad it warranted people to call the police on her, because as somebody who works with a school and a school staff and students, you would think somebody saying, I'm going to bring every gun loaded and ready and see you on Monday is a threat, and to preserve caution and actually have somebody look into her is a necessary thing. You can tell me, oh, I understood what she meant when she first said it. Cool, that's you. You're one person. You're not everybody else in the world. Multiple people can see that and they could agree with you and they could disagree with you. That's called basic logic in seeing something for the first time. But what's funny is that a lot of people disagreed with my stance on that video, which is fine. This is not an echo chamber. You're not supposed to see this beautiful chocolate face and agree with it every single time. But one comment pissed me off, and I quote, at Ruin Leon, wrong. We have a constitutional right to bodily autonomy, and if anyone threatens me or my child's well-being, that does include the illegal and unnecessary force and assault of mask mandates, then she has every right to stop such threats. Again, where is your equal energy for Tiffany Cross, who threatened an entire group of people on national television? I know I won't get an answer to your bias, but it's indeed bias, and it's wrong and needs to stop. You won't address why this rules for thee and not for me mentality it seems you're adapting. Bias and intentful hypocrisy isn't a good look. And she adds a link to a video from Black Conservative Perspective, and I don't want anyone to think that I hate that man. I watch his content all the time. I am subscribed, but I wanted to watch this video in particular because I wanted to see how in any way this links me to having a bias and hypocrisy. And so I watched it and I found one part of the video. I assume it's a woman by the name of Tiffany Cross, and I want everybody to see this and look at what the problem might be.
It is a war. It is indeed a war, and I have to say they have won some battles, Jasmine, but we have to keep our eye on the war, and everybody needs to pick up a weapon and get involved, because this is for the safety and lasting of the country.
Now, after watching that, I have a question. When's the hypocrisy supposed to kick in? When's the bias gonna kick in? When am I gonna rip off this shirt and show you that I have BLM tattooed all over my body and let you all know that if any of you are criticizing this black woman, this hard-working woman in the white class world of America, you're criticizing her because she said something on TV? You have internalized racism. You hate black women. You hate black people on TV. When am I going to start saying that? Because I will say the exact same thing I said about the dumbass white woman to this dumbass black woman. Learn to articulate your point. If you're gonna get on national TV and tell a bunch of people who are watching that everybody needs to go get a gun and get ready, that's not a wise decision. That's inciting violence, because in case anybody forgot, there was a slew of people claiming Trump incited violence, yet this old badger Maxine Waters did the exact same thing, but nobody batted an eye because she's a black woman and you can't criticize a black woman saying anything. So in my time of sunbathing with some hot sauce in my ear, I'm trying to figure out why this woman is claiming I have a bias and I have a form of hypocrisy in me, and I'm somehow going around thinking that there are rules for thee but not for me. And I just realized consistency is only key when you're calling out someone else on the other side. You can't call out people who are in your own grass. And what makes it weird is that I don't have a political leaning. I never have, and I never will, because politics on both sides is fucking mental. They got all these different people who wear these suits and say all these things on these podiums, and they got the crazy ass supporters who defend them to the death and get on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube and say all this outlandish shit. But for some reason, if I criticize somebody who looks like they're on the left, I get a bunch of people saying, huzzah, yes, oh my God, you're so amazing. But when I criticize somebody who's saying, yeah, I'm gonna bring every gun loaded and ready, I don't even know if that woman's on the right, I'm somehow showing a bias. Do you understand that now magically in your mind I have this bias, yet any other fucking time I've made a video pertaining to somebody saying some dumb shit, this problem never comes up? You remember when I would just get flack for only calling out black people when I got a slew of people who are white on this channel doing and saying dumb shit? It's funny that I have this bias, yet I'm constantly, I'm not gonna say constantly, every so often I'm shitting on my favorite black person, Joanne Reed, for getting on TV and saying dumb shit about white people. But it's funny that now that I've hurt your feelings and I said something you didn't like and I said something that probably offended your well-being, I have a bias. So I want this to be the teachable moment for everybody, because I want it to be clear for anyone, whether if you like me, whether if you love me, whether if you want to jerk off to me, or whether if you hate me. It is very simple. Consistency is key. I am one man. I do not see everything. I only knew about this Tiffany Cross woman because of your comment. I'm not watching MSNBC every day. I'm not watching CNN every day. I'm not watching Fox News every day. I'm barely watching TV every day. I'm not consuming all this stuff every day. What you don't know is I make a lot of these videos in one go, in one night. It's 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm recording this video, and it's about the 4th one that I've recorded so far. Whoops, I'm a night hawk. I spend my time working at night. But back to the main point. You're not gonna sit there and feel so emboldened and comfortable to claim that I am somebody who is showing a bias now after what, 500 plus videos of apparently appeasing you in what you hold dear. I said it months ago, and I'll say it now because it's a new year and it's a new me. I am going to make videos a lot of you don't agree with. I'm gonna make a lot of videos you may not like completely. There may be something in there that you agree with, but the rest, nah, you just don't vibe with. And that's okay, because this is not an echo chamber. This is not a place for you to see me and just say, he's always right. He's the best YouTuber ever. I love him. I want to jerk off. I want to suck his nipple, because that's weird and creepy. We can have disagreements. We can have back and forths. We can have conversations. All I'm asking is you keep it respectful. Doing this thing where I get on your nerves or I offend you and you label me transphobic, or you say I'm a racist, or you say I hate the gays or the lesbians or the trans, or you claim I have a bias because I said something that went against your core values, which I don't know why in the fuck sitting in front of people and saying I'm bringing every gun loaded and ready is your core value. But okay, weirdo, I just want it to be known that a disagreement is okay. Putting a label on somebody you don't know is not. So in the future, get this through your pee-wee ass fucking minds. I am not here to make you feel comfortable. I am not here to solidify any damn thing you got going on in your life. I'm not making a lot of money on YouTube, so that grift shit, you could throw it out the fucking window. I am here to provide the one thing all of y'all seem to lack, and it's common sense. Whether it be some random person on TikTok saying they're gonna start punching people who misgender them, a dumbass getting in front of a school board and not being able to articulate a point, a YouTuber abusing copyright, or another YouTuber faking car crashes and hospital visits just because their ex-wife doesn't want to touch them. If I see it and it's worthy of criticism, I will criticize. I am one man. I don't have my eyes everywhere. I will miss something, and hopefully somebody sends me a link or a message saying, hey, check this out, and if it's worthy of criticism, I shall criticize, and I will give the common sense that people desperately need. And I just want to say this as the end to this video. Remember what I said months back about the transgender community. Everybody in that community is not a bunch of people who are interested in having sex with kids, not interested in sexually assaulting their own mothers, not interested in school shootings, not interested in all this weird shit we see on libs of TikTok account. There are transgenders who just want to live. Yeah, they got the pronouns and you could either acknowledge them or not, but all they want is to live and not be vilified and disrespected 24/7, which is fine. However, their transgender community has a habit of not calling out the bad apples in their community, and I will be there to criticize all those bad apples in the community. They can call me transphobic all they want, but at the end of the day, you can't really defend somebody who sexually assaults their own mother. And the same goes for all you idiots with these political ideologies. You could stand there and say, I'm a liberal and I know what it means to live well in America, and liberals 24/7 do the right thing. Or I'm a lefty. We know the proper socialism is the right way and nothing's wrong with everything. Capitalism this, white people that, black people this, Asians that, and all this stupid shit. Or you're right leaning and you say, I'm on the right side of history. If there's somebody in your ideology, in your group, in your coercion fuckery that is doing something or saying something dumb, and I see it, I will criticize it. I don't care how any of you feel. You can cry bias, but then you're going to have to explain every single other video that you've enjoyed that goes exactly with your own feelings. So, who's the hypocrite now, bitch? Subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one. Keep the common sense alive.